actually talk about a lot, and that was mentioned in like I don't mean to make this like a therapy session, but
That's
like,
fine.
hey, I mean, like if you take
Hey,
something,
welcome
leave
back. We're here at Therapy 103.
it.
So tell me about this.
And how does that make you feel? No.
Let's unpack that real quick.
No, I guess it's just more community building and relationships.
Time doesn't exist, there's more to what we see. Let's sit down, talk about it, let's just call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T.
Yo, what's up, P.O.T heads? I got a dope episode for you guys today. I got a very talented comedian in the house. She's been doing a lot of shows in Chicago. She's also been featured on Roast Battle. But before I keep going, I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Hi, my name's Alice Duhon. I am back in Chicago, I guess you could say. I grew up in Northwest Indiana, went to school for musical theater, and ended up in Michigan for 9 years. Did comedy in Michigan, and when I lost my job, I was like, my day job, mind you, I was just like, I gotta go back. And ended up working out that I got a job, and Chicago has a job and a great comedy scene for me. So I'm just super excited to be back and really be back in one of my favorite cities, honestly.
Yeah. Well, glad you're back because, I mean, like you said, this is a really good place for comedy.
Yeah.
But how long were you gone?
Yeah, so I lived in Michigan for about roughly 9 years or so, moved in 2016, but I went to Columbia 2012, 2016 type of edge. So after I graduated, I moved out to Michigan to follow my then ex-wife at the time, and they're my ex-wife. So, I don't know. Michigan was there, but like the people that I like and built the community with kind of kept me there for a little bit. And then it's only when I lost my day job that and kind of went stir crazy for like after like 3 months in, I was like, oh yeah, I need to like be an adult and be human and like pay my bills. And
Right.
that's when I finally was like, okay, I'm going to expand my options.
Right, because sometimes you have to take that leap, right? Like,
honestly, no, yeah, no, it's nuts. On a whim, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna message my cousin. I was like, I'm just gonna message her and see if there's like anything going on at her job. And I was like, hey, your job hiring? She's like, yeah, actually, give me your resume.
well,
Yeah, and now I'm here.
Sometimes that's how easy it is too, right? Like,
Literally,
but as long
literally.
if you make that decision.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you stay in the same place doing the same thing. I mean, sometimes it works, depending on what you're pursuing, I guess.
Yeah, and it's totally nuts because like when I kind of was like having the idea of like potentially moving back, I called like all my best friends and I was like, so am I crazy? But I'm like thinking of moving back to Chicago. And they're like, we were literally waiting for you to tell us this. They were like, we were waiting for this phone call. Like we thought it was just going to be a year ago, but no, they were like, no, it makes total sense. And I was like, okay, y'all once again know something I do not. So yeah, but made the leap and now I'm here, and it's like kind of like I never left, but it was 10 years. So
is your family from here?
Food's different. Yeah. So my family's from Northwest Indiana. I still have people out in the burbs, and whatnot. Had some family live in Chicago. I probably have family who lives in Chicago as well. My big Catholic families on both sides. So, but I still have extended family here, and it's nice to see them from time to time as well. And yeah, now my immediate family lives out in Colorado, but
I heard it's nice out there.
It is.
Do you go out there too?
I do try and go out there quarterly, like I am some sort of sales associate or whatever. But I do like it out there. I just don't think it's for me to I don't think I could live there. I love visiting. I know that anytime I go and visit or I want to stay an extended period, my family's just like, and we have multiple rooms for you to choose from if you want to like stay extended periods of time. So like I have my like third home in that way, but long term I'm just like, I don't think that's for me.
Yeah, I'm a big nature guy, so like Colorado looks like it's nice out there. Like,
it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. The altitude will get you.
oh, for real?
Oh, for real, yeah. You gotta, I'm not even joking. Like, when I go to Colorado, I have to prep. I have to, like, one, drink copious amounts of water beforehand, too. And I have to make sure I'm staying hydrated. And then usually I have my siblings get me, like, the cans of air so it looks like I'm huffing.
Wait, they got cans?
Huffing, yeah.
Like that movie? What was that
Which movie?
The Lorax.
I haven't seen that one, but yeah, I mean, like, it really is, because it's literally like looks like an aluminum can. It weighs almost nothing, and you just like put it up to your mouth and you like breathe in. And some of them aren't flavored, but I have like seen different flavored like my parents have gotten me different flavored ones before. So people
are vaping air pretty much.
I'm trying to breathe. I already got asthma. It was really hard enough.
Oh.
But yeah, the altitude will sneak up on you.
Right.
And sometimes people get sick. Like, I don't feel like I get super sick, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And then I like try and do my normal pace of walk and I'm like, why am I dying? Like, you know what I mean? It's right, one of those things.
Yeah. Did you always have that or did you develop it?
Asthma? Yeah. I think I developed it because it was sports induced is when the doctor right before college kind of like told me. They're like, because I was dancing and I had so many, when I did a whole bunch of dances, they were like, I'm like, I can't catch up. And they're like, you probably have sports-induced asthma. Take this before you.
So, like, what does that mean? Like, does it mean that because of sports you got it?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a medical
pushing
professional.
Too hard?
Something like that. Going too hard, too quick in the paint. Or something,
yeah. Well, dancing is hard.
Yeah, and
like, people think it's easy.
Who thinks it's easy? Well, I guess
people that don't know.
Yeah, no. No, tap, jazz, ballet, lyrical.
Oh, you did tap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the videos that clip I saw was you were doing like some dancing, but I didn't know
tap.
That it's tap.
It's tap. Wow. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Tap dancing seems like it's super hard.
It can be. It depends on like where you start and. I don't know. I've also been doing it I've been dancing since I was like 2. So, which is, you know, how you start them young.
How many styles would you say, you know?
I've taken, let's see. As a kid, you have like a foundation of ballet and you have a foundation. You usually take ballet and tap and jazz. Those are usually like the big 3.
Jazz for tapping, right?
Yeah, well, jazz is more like ballet's very like formal and structured. Jazz is supposed to be more like loose. Yeah, a little bit. And then tap is supposed to be for like rhythm and coordination and everything. And ballet is allegedly supposed to. I know this is like a big thing in the dance world. It's not inherently true, but ballet is supposed to give you a lot of structure, foundation, and supposed to be very it's supposed to like give you goals and everything. It's supposed to keep you motivated and determined to like reach certain things.
Right.
So I did that. I was on point for a bit, which is like the toe shoes. What else? Other classes. I've taken a couple hip hop classes. I've taken a pole class before. My arms killed me afterwards. Lyrical, modern, my goodness. What other ones? Taken like an African class before. There's different styles, but they just kind of generalize that one.
You know how to bachata and cumbia and things?
No, a lot of the social dances I do not know. But there is a dance club at work that does.
I never learned it and somehow I know it.
No, that seems to be like a thing because every time I'm either like if I'm on an app or if I'm like because like my work has a dance, they have a lot of like as a perk, they have a lot of different clubs and they have a dance club.
Oh, nice. That's dope.
Yeah, so they have a dance club and there's like literally they'll do salsa, bachata, like all of those kind of like more social dances, if you will. I've just never done any of the like formal waltz or anything like that before.
Waltz, well, you know, that one is also kind of hard depending on well, actually, no, tango.
Yeah. But I do fuck with a good, like the Roxanne, like the El Tango from Moulin Rouge. That song, every time it comes on, I'm like, now I gotta listen to it. Yeah. Yeah.
But do you know how to tango?
No.
It's hard, right? Like,
I'm sure it is. I haven't taken any of those classes. I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult.
Don't ask me why, but I was in theater for a little bit, and
that makes
we
sense.
had to do like some tango thing, and I was like, oh, it looks easier when you watch somebody do it. But
a man in theater, they're gonna make you do more than we bargained for, regardless.
Yeah. But so with dancing and stuff like that, like, were you trying to do it as a career, or you were just doing it because you like it?
Really, I don't think it was really like career oriented dance in general. I know growing up I played like sports and stuff too. Like I did soccer and stuff when I was little, and it got to a point where, because I have two siblings, and my siblings and stuff were also like in sports, and I was in sports and in dance for a bit, and my mom's like, you gotta pick one. You gotta either pick soccer or dance, and I chose dance.
Like, I don't want to drive from here to there.
Pretty much. My sister still chose soccer, and I chose dance, and I think my brother was like a swimmer or something. So then I chose dance, and I just continued to do it, and then found theater like early in high school, and then I was like, oh my God, this is it.
So you've been in plays too?
Of course, yeah. I did theater all throughout high school. I majored in musical theater all throughout college. And then once I graduated college and moved to Michigan, I was a part of a theater company for a bit out in Michigan.
What was your like favorite play to do?
To do, or just like my favorite musical in general?
Or yeah.
My favorite musical in general is actually Spamalot.
Spamalot.
Which is, it's so stupid in the best way possible. Like, it's really dumb. Well, I guess that's a multi-sided question, but Spamalot is my favorite, and I kind of find it funny now that I do a lot of comedy, because Spamalot's it makes fun of itself, because it's kind of meta. It's like it's a musical within a musical that makes fun of other musicals, but is based around like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So there's like dumb British humor that's very dry and on top of it all, and it incorporates just like
it's crazy
fun and whimsy.
That you mentioned Monty Python, because not a lot of people, I would say, not a lot of women would really like Monty Python.
That is where I feel like I get some of my like silly humor. That was like my dad's sense of humor.
Oh, that's dope.
It's like very silly, very dry, very like things like that. So I got a lot of that from him. Yeah. So we used to watch that like growing. I've seen that movie multiple times growing up, which was like, my mom's like, what are you doing to my children? And I was like, this is so funny, when they would like go with the monks and then they like hit themselves in the head with the book. I'm like, this is great.
But that's what like kind of like, without you, unbeknownst to you, that sort of like led you later on.
Kind of like, it was funny because I'm thinking about it now, because I just got to see it back with my friend in Detroit, and we basically like she was like, I have an extra ticket to go see Monty Python. Do you want to see it? And I was like, absolutely.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So, and I know it's coming to Chicago as well. I'll probably see it in Chicago, but I hadn't seen it in a while. And it just reminded me of how much I was like, God damn it, I love this show. I was like, God damn it, I love this musical, because it's just so silly. And I think there's a bigger case to argue with it too, with musical in general. I have been away from it from a little bit, but like, I think a lot of times musicals right now are getting a little bit too quote unquote like corporate, and they're trying to like get people into the theater. I mean, that's arts in general, but they're really trying to get people to go see shows. Right. And the only way they feel like they can do that is when people recognize something. So like seeing newer shows is harder for them to like get in.
Right, like a new written play or musical, it's not gonna get that much light as like
Yeah,
something that already exists, like Stella or something. I don't know.
exactly. Like Hadestown, which is like newer. I feel like that was like in the written books, like I think it was over 10 years ago or something. And like when you think about it, Hamilton is 10 years old. Yeah, over 10 years old now.
Yeah,
It's been a minute. So it's just, I think that's the
I
most
haven't seen it
mainstream
all, but
one.
I've seen some of it, and it's pretty good.
Oh, I love
It's
Hamilton.
dope. Like
Yeah.
I sort of snoozed on it, to be honest, but it's pretty good. Also, like you're right about it. Sucks that they try to make everything about money, so it sort of takes away from the art. It makes it more like when corporate gets in there, it takes like the soul. It just takes the sweetness, the little taste that it had, that je ne sais quoi. You know, it just removes it. And you're like, what am I watching?
Yeah, it's hard. And it's hard as now that I have like I've been in corporate for like 9 years and it is a little like soul sucking, but I'm just like, it's also one of those things where as an artist, it's like, wow, I would love to do this thing called eating. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, I would really like love to eat, but also like to find the balance with also trying to do any sort of art on the side too is just, it feels like two full-time jobs at once.
Right.
Which is, what it is. And unfortunately to me personally, it's kind of like the landscape we find ourselves in. But you gotta, I know it's not gonna change overnight, but you gotta do what you gotta do. One, you gotta do what you gotta do. Two, do what you can, even in small ways, to like, for me, to like, I don't know, fight against that. Like for me, it's building community, and like as cheesy or as cliche or as whatever it sounds like, it's like no, they genuinely don't want you to talk to one another or build those connections or like have those conversations or like know your neighbor. But it's like the same thing in comedy and art. It's like the more you support each other and the more you lift each other up, the better things are actually going to be. I promise you. It's like I promise you.
No, that's a very important point. Like for real, because like it when you're trying to pursue something, whether it's music, comedy, you're a painter, whatever, you have to surround yourself around people that maybe are doing the same thing or as driven towards whatever they're trying to choose. Because if you're in this energy of someone, it's like, why are you doing that? You should just be doing this, or you already got a job. Why you worried about?
Yeah. And that's like the lovely thing about, I think, artists in general is that like one thing coming out of like even art school taught me is they're just like one path that your friend is going to take is not the path that you are going to take, is not the path that somebody else is going to take. And that's just being an artist in general.
Right.
Which like I feel like I could have learned that without spending $40,000, but like you're 18, you make decisions.
Well, I mean, right.
I learned more than that, but like,
but isn't it crazy though? Making mistakes builds that character.
Yeah.
Right, because now you learned something. As long as you learned something, that's when it matters. If you don't learn out of the situation, then that situation, that mistake wasn't worth anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of like, if you're not gonna like take things, I've had issues with like, I won't like name names or anything, but like there's certain like even comedians in the past that are like, I don't know what I'm doing, or like I'm like why just very frustrated about things. And I'm like, hey, you've been saying this for the last 6 months or the last, couple months and you say you're going to make changes and you don't.
Mm.
Do you want to make those changes, or are you just going to talk about them forever? Because you can talk about doing things for forever, but if you're not going to actively put in the effort, then your words don't mean anything.
Yeah, because in the physical realm, words are nothing.
Yeah.
Only the physicality and the action is what makes things happen.
No, absolutely.
You know, you have to get up and move this cup. Otherwise, that cup is always going to be...
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I feel like I don't know, it feels weird to be like grinding or hustling, because I am not one of those people. Like, if you mentioned the grind, I'd be like, bleh. Like, I'm like, bleh. I saw a Cybertruck on the way here, made the same noise. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, I'm not one to be like, I'm grinding and blah, 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 because I'm not usually one like that. But I'm like, no, I am putting in the work, and the work is...
Well, to be honest, as an outsider, like looking in, I see you grinding. I see you doing, like, whoa, she's doing some crazy stuff, like doing shows and stuff like that roast battle thing, which we're gonna get into soon.
Oh yeah.
But just seeing that, it like that's why I like doing this, because I told you earlier, like I get to meet like people that are doing dope ass stuff.
Hell yeah. Thanks.
And meeting people like that, like I always like it always builds me more, because I get to see someone doing what they do, and then I get to find out how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and I admire that, so.
No, I get it. And it's kind of funny because like other comedian friends have also told me, they're like, we can tell like you are working, and I'm like, I'm not doing enough. And I think that might just be one, a little bit of the theater person in me, or two, the oldest daughter in me. Or three, I'm just really mean to myself. My brain could be a little bit mean to myself. That's true. It's just, I did have therapy today. We don't have to do another therapy session. But like, I know my brain is a little bit mean to myself, but like it might be a little bit overachievy. But like, I have to, it's good to be reminded of that a little bit,
Right, yeah. I mean, sometimes you're too close to the project to recognize the progress.
Yeah.
Because let's go back to that no-name person, saying, oh, this and that, and why is this not happening? But any little thing that you get, even if it's just an open mic in front of two people, that's a gain. That's a step.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, a lot of times people are like, don't be one of those people who are like, even if you're performing to 2 people or 200, you should perform the same. And it's like, no, it's absolutely true on some levels. And they'll tell you that in other like artistic performing art forms as well, because those 2 people still came out for
they're
you.
There.
Yeah, exactly. They're there. They care. They're invested. They're here.
Right.
And you never know what's going to happen, or you never know who they know, or you never know what kind of connection you're going to make. And that's the big thing with like comedy, is like a lot of the networking and the connections and building, relationships with everybody.
But that's the dope thing about community, because you end up making friendships with people that give you a genuine, connection that's not based on anything else. And that's worth a lot. But sometimes we forget about those actual real connections, because even with like relationships, whether it's friends or significant other, mistakenly sometimes we go for the want instead of for the need.
I get what you mean, because like it's funny, and like that's the thing that my brother and I actually talk about a lot, and that was mentioned in like I don't need to mean to make this like a therapy session, but
that's
like
fine.
Hey, I mean, like if you take
hey,
something,
welcome back. We're here at Therapy 103. So tell me about this.
And how does that make you feel? No.
Let's unpack that real quick.
No, I guess it's just more community building and relationships. Relationships, it doesn't just have to purely, because I feel like a lot of times people hear the word relationships and they automatically think romantic. And it's like, yeah, there are romantic ones that do take, like those take work too, but it's literally everything. It's with your friendships, it's with the community member, like, well, I say community members, but it's with, like, for me, it's like with the comedians around me. It's with when I go out to, different scenes, it's building that, it's introducing yourself, it's making those connections and being genuine and upfront about it.
Exactly.
And having it take, well, like, it takes work. You don't just like meet them one time, you like
And
have
that's
to,
it, right?
yeah, and that's it. No, it has to like go, and you
Build
have
up.
to reach out, you have to see, it's like a give and take.
Yeah, right.
Obviously,
Because I've said this before, but I think with age, you learn those things.
Mm-hmm.
You learn those things. You now I'm like, if I'm gonna, at the moment I'm like not with anyone, but like if I were to, what I want is I rather want to be really cool friends with this person. I really want to be around you, and I really want to enjoy being with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could do that, then everything
Right.
else should be just natural. I wouldn't have to ask for no romantic stuff, or for you to do something for me or for me to do something for you. I think once you build that type of connection, that's when everything else comes natural. But if you force,
You can't force it. No, I've had some people where you like try and force it, and it's like it is felt.
it took a long time for me to recognize that you don't force anything anymore. Like you should never do that. Like it takes time for you to recognize that control is just an illusion. And I think that's the mistake a lot of us make.
Yeah. Well, we always want control over something. I feel like on some levels it's like human nature, but you can't. It doesn't work that way.
Right, you can't
and
force
it
yourself on
sucks.
someone, or
No.
I mean, I'm not talking about rape or nothing like that.
No,
I'm talking about
no.
more like I'm talking about like, hey,
Even
love
friendships,
me,
like,
or even
I've-
friendship. Right.
It's kind of like for women, it's like the forcing is just like it's not forcing, but it's like almost like this pick me girl era where it's like, oh my god, I'm doing everything right for you, and I'm thinking of it for you, and I'm doing this, and it's like, oh my god, has he picked you yet? Which, don't get me this, I brought it up, but it just does not work. It never works. And it's just a different thing of forcing, but
I think that's what I'm saying. Because at the beginning, you may like this person because of this or because of that, and then they might not show their cards like of who they really are, and then now you're like, hey, this might work, and then now you're like, let me invest my time, and then next thing you know, this person finally shows the cards.
And that's why we have so many dating problems in 2026. No, I'm kidding.
But it is true though. It is true. Like again, myself, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to go through that right now. Like, I mean, not that I wouldn't if I met the right person, but I'm just saying, like, I'd rather be, if I'm gonna meet someone, like, it gotta be someone that's gonna be cool as fuck. Like that, I could chill with you all day. We could talk. We don't even need to like watch TV or nothing. We could just talk all day, chill with each other, and this and that, and build that genuine, and then invest. Not invest and then see if this is gonna work, because that's what creates those problems.
I feel like what you're describing is just like taking it slow, which I feel like a lot more people aren't taking. I think that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's what you necessarily mean.
Yes,
but like that's essentially what I'm hearing, and a lot of people there's another comedian friend of mine who's just like, let that shit marinate or build or whatever, and like people underestimate a lot of that, and I mean, like, the same kind of, like, goes for comedy. Like, let it...
In a way, yeah, take us... I mean, you can take things slow, but you can still have fun in the process, right? You can still have like mad fun and still take, but I'm also meaning like be transparent. Like, please do not show me something right now and then a year later you're someone else.
Hey, I
That's
might
what I
not be
mean.
I might not be the best person for this because I married a man and left with an ex-wife. So that's literally the definition of what happened
That
to
sounds
me.
like a joke. So I
It is,
married a man and ended up with an ex-wife.
which is exactly I have a really good joke about it that I use on stage.
Nice.
But that's exactly, I don't know. That's it happened to me.
But that is what that is, right? Because and I used to make so many mistakes back in the day. And I used to just, let's do this, let's get it on, let's let's have all the fun with it, like. And then a few months in, you're like, oh shit, she's not that smart, or she don't get my jokes, or I mean, I'm not trying to like shit on somebody or anything because I'm dumb too, but anyway. But I'm just saying, right? Like I'm like, oh, she's not the one for me, and it takes time to recognize those things. And now I'm like, all right.
I feel
and I like
some
that,
of that does come with age.
Marinating thing. I like that.
Let it marinate. Yeah. Let it
marinate. Let it
yeah.
sizzle. Let it,
let it
get
simmer.
that little.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I just watched too many cooking shows. That could also be.
Oh, cooking is so. I love cooking. I love making food.
I do like cooking. I just, if I had the choice, I guess I wouldn't do it every single day, but like it's fun. There's stuff that I do like to do. I don't hate it, but it's just more of a chore for me, I guess.
One thing that you like to treat yourself sometimes.
Oh gosh. Okay. Now that I'm back in Chicago, a lot of times it's pizza because I miss pizza here so much. It's not the same. Like Detroit style is great, but like just the normal, I know there's a thing where they call it tavern, but it wasn't really tavern. It was just a thin crust, but like whatever, tavern thin crust here is built different and it just wasn't the same in Michigan. So now like I'll do that or
You heard it here, folks.
I mean, it's true. But although I will say it would go, if I were to rank my pizza choices, because I should rank my pizza choices, it would be like Chicago. Detroit's a close second. And then New York's not on the list. Although my cousin would argue that she's like, Connecticut pizza's great. And I'm like, in what fucking world, girl? In what world? Not in mine. Not in this one. And out west doesn't know pizza either. So I just say... Yeah. They'll claim they do. They're lying. They just stole everything. But that or pierogi or I can't. I'm very white, so I can't make tacos to save my life. I will do a white people taco night on occasion, but usually I'm getting street tacos from something.
So do tell about this white people taco.
No, white people taco night. Oh my god, I used to have a dinner group back in Detroit. I used to have a dinner group, and the whole concept was we would get together on Mondays because Mondays was the worst day of the week. And the whole idea was
Garfield.
We come over to your place. It usually rotates after so many. We come over to your place. You cook. We will all clean. And the rules are we eat what you make us. Obviously, if there was dietary restrictions, we would know of it. But we did that. And one time I just made taco bowls, and they all in a chorus were like, white people taco night. And then I was like, guys, I tried to make Mexican rice too. It wasn't that bad. And my friend's like, you did so good. I don't know. There's this I miss Chella so much. There's this, I still think of her rice every single time. She has since passed, but I'm one day I'll unlock it, I'll crack it, and today's not that day, but it's fine. I just usually lean more on the slop Mexican bowl of whiteness when I cook it myself. It's just not
I mean, as long as you enjoy it, that's really.
Hey, man, the tamale man just came from like when I was at the bar the other day and turned my whole night around. So like I had a great time.
That's how you do it, right?
Exactly. I was like unsung heroes of Chicago, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's something about making something and seeing someone enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, I totally did. My family has this, it's more dessert and bake stuff. But usually on, like, around the holidays, we make this thing called nut roll. It's like a Polish pastry of sorts. And my family has a recipe. And
Is that your background, Polish?
half Polish, half Slovak.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm working on Slovakian citizenship currently, yeah. Yeah, they opened it up to third generation people.
And you speak?
I do not speak. I know. I wish my grandma, when we were living over here, she's like, "No, you're American. You're gonna learn English." And I'm like, I could have been bilingual. Could have been bilingual.
I want to know what they say.
Well, I think that was also part of the thing because, like, with my parents growing up, they'd be like talking in Polish, and then they would like see that the kids were in the room, drop a couple sentences in English, switch to like Slovak or something. Like that's kind of what it was. I didn't want the tea to be spilt or some shit.
I mean, after a while, you sort of pick it up.
I would hope so, but like all my grandparents have passed. The only person who knows Slovak is my great aunt, which she is still around. She just lives in Indiana, and she's busy. I'm busy. She is like she's very active for her age. She's lovely. But yeah, I just haven't had the.
And what's that dish called?
The nut roll.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pastry, and you make it. It's a 2-day process.
Whoa.
Well, because you have to make the dough the day before.
2 days?
Yeah, you have to make the dough the day before, and then you have to like roll it out and bake it. Like usually the next day.
That must be good though.
I have 4 still frozen in my freezer, and I've had a couple of people had it before, and they all message me that they like it. So either they like it or they're lying to me. So that's the other thing.
That's right. Like, are you being nice or are you telling me the truth?
Yeah.
I'd rather hear the truth.
Yeah. So they really like it a lot. It's a really great to like. I do like it myself, but I never really make it for myself. I only make it around the holidays because it's really nice to like give as a gift and stuff.
Yeah.
And it freezes well.
And are you still doing like the cooking get-togethers?
No, I want to kind of start it, but
that sounds
we'll
like
see.
fun. Like
It is really nice. I did tell them because they all live out in Detroit. I was like, "Hey, I have a dining room. Monday dinner group travels," and they're like, "We'll let you know when we hop on the train." So yeah, so I'm sure. I'll find something, but for right now, honestly, instead of a dinner group, it might be switched with a writers group. So I might try and start doing something like that together because I noticed out in Chicago where I'm like, I do want to like work on writing, but I haven't necessarily. I don't know if like found the right people is like the right phrase of words or whatever, but I'm just like, I haven't necessarily like found that yet, but I'm like,
well, you're a pretty good writer.
Oh, thank you.
Who did you grow up like listening to, or who was a comedian that you like looked up to, sort of?
Oh man. Okay, so when that's the thing is like I never inherently started with comedy and like looking up to comedy legends, but as I slowly got into comedy, that's when I started kind of doing a lot of the background. But I do love like a Bo Burnham, Joan Rivers, Fortune Feimster, Taylor Tomlinson, like Kat Cohen. She's kind of new. I love more like newer and like the up and coming like more popular scene. I love Gianmarco Strezzi. Because like theater kids doing stuff like Caleb Heron, like he's just reads people to filth. Honestly, Bob the Drag Queen's like
I never heard of that one.
Oh, Bob the Drag Queen is so fucking funny. And also just such a gifted performer. Ali Wong.
Some of that that's what it is, right? Like the performing too.
Yeah. The performing aspects. Bob's a drag queen is a drag queen. But also like has like I think a comedy special on Hulu or something. Um,
Ali
because
Wong hasn't released anything lately,
I
right?
don't think so. But I think not since like her divorce or
Mm,
whatever. So
that's what sucks, right?
I mean, I get it. Divorce is there's prime material there. Speaking from experience.
Right. But that's the good thing, right? Like something happens in your life and you convert it to something else.
Honestly, that's why I think I found comedy, is because I found comedy right around when my ex was transitioning. Because while they were transitioning, we were still trying to like make it work, but it was also the pandemic, and I like couldn't do anything. But I was like watching all these like stand up specials, and then I was just like, you know what? I wonder if I can do that. And then I saw once things started to like open back up, I saw that there was a femme queer stand up class, and I was like, you know what? That's a sign.
Mm,
I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it and see if I like it. Well, I liked it enough, and then I did the second one, and then I started going to open mics, and then I started getting books, and then I'm like about to be 3 years here in April, and I'm like, I'm in it. I'm in it now. So
that's
yeah.
that's dope. You're pretty brave, to be honest, because you were just like, let me just fucking go for this.
Yeah. And I think it fit my lifestyle and what I wanted to do a little bit more than theater. I think I don't want to say like theater. Theater will always be there for me, but I think theater was kind of breaking up with me in a sense, and I was looking for just like
Ah.
something new to do. It was the
Well,
same
was it
way
like a bad breakup?
theater or theater or my other one.
What theater?
No, I mean like the with the how do I put this nicely? So with the the theater company I was with, I left voluntarily. There's reasons why I left voluntarily. I just think, to put it kindly, I just think it was my time to go.
Mm,
There are some things that I didn't necessarily love, and I was like tired of kind of doing, and I was like, you know what, why am I still, and I found myself like complaining more and more, and I'm like, why am I still doing this? And so I decided to leave, and
right.
that's okay, like, and that's totally fine. It gave me what I needed, and yeah, and then I just kind of like stepped into comedy. And honestly, I will say the theater company I was with did a lot of like sketch writing, and
Mm.
that's where I feel like I
Oh,
kind of found
okay.
originally
Okay, that
where
makes sense.
that was fun to do. I was like, wow, this is really fun, and one of the things I most enjoyed. So I might like go back to a Second City class, or a Lincoln Lodge class, or try and
Yeah,
find some sketch writing classes, because like it was fun.
right. And what's crazy about like um the alchemy of experience, right?
Hmm.
Because the experience you had led you
Hmm.
to create this thing and like fuse it into something else.
And that's the thing too with like, because it's just like, I think why a lot of people might be quote unquote like surprised is they're just like, wow, you've only been doing it for like a couple of years. It's like, well, I have a theater background, and that kind of, you're already comfortable with the stage. That
Right.
already
Yeah,
elevates you
because
on
that's one
so
thing.
many
One
levels.
thing I do notice about you, you have a lot of presence on stage,
Okay.
and you know what I'm saying. You're
Hmm.
comfortable up there.
Oh
You're
yeah.
comfortable, and you could tell the difference when someone's not comfortable on stage. They may have some good jokes, but if you're not comfortable up there, we sort of feel it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's 1000% like comedy versus theater is just a lot of similarities, but there is also like a ton of differences.
Right.
As with any art form, it feels like it's saying something, but like, and I mean, there's different forms of theater with it too, but like, I feel like comedy specifically is just like are reliant so much on the audience, whereas I feel like theater, there's definitely a give and take with the audience, but you're not as reliant on them all the time. It's more of like
Yes.
you are telling a story and there's a through line and
Right.
there's things of that nature, which is like how I approach
That's so
writing a little
crazy,
bit.
right? If you think about it, because in theater, you sort of control the situation.
Mhm.
And in comedy, you're more like you're doing your thing, but you're expecting something from it.
Yeah, you're expecting something from it, but I would even argue with comedy, you're like also controlling the audience.
Oh yeah, no,
And-
a
and
a
s-
good comedian will.
Oh yeah, because they'll like pivot and navigate. Well, if you're worth your salt, like, you'll pivot and navigate and not tell them, "Oh my God, you're supposed to laugh at me," which is like,
I don't like
I
it when
can't
I don't
do
like it
it.
when a comedian's like, "Come on, y'all, that was funny."
that was so funny. It's like,
Come
no, it
on.
wasn't.
Hey,
They're
you
not
guy
laughing.
right there. Why didn't you laugh?
Yeah, I
And
can't
then crowd
deal.
work and then
No, but I just with theater, I feel like it's more so like whatever reaction they have is their own and they're entitled to. Whereas comedy, you're like just really looking for that laugh or that and like a sort of engagement, like the same sort of engagement,
right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. And also like creating it, right? Theater, you could practice it somewhere and you're not waiting for someone's reaction.
Mhm.
But in comedy, you can't just practice it in your room.
You could, but it is difficult.
But it's because that timing
It's a lot. No, timing's everything.
Timing
Yeah.
is everything.
Mhm.
With everything in life, everything in life is
Mhm.
that.
No, yeah.
If you take one step left when you were supposed to go right,
Hmm.
throws everything off.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I feel like I try and go up to open mics a lot where I'm like, yeah, I might say the same thing, but I might think of something different. I might just play around with it on stage and see how it feels coming out of my mouth. Like it's, just shit like that. Which is with theater is similar but different, but they're closed rehearsals. There's not
Right.
the same amount of like
Well, I
feedback.
guess I'm speaking on behalf of like the experience of making music.
Mhm.
Because when you
Oh,
make
yeah.
when you make music, you could be in a room writing. Like
Mhm.
you could spend hours just writing something, and
Mhm.
you're not in your mind. You're not gonna. I'm not like, yeah, the crowd's gonna go like, yeah. I'm more like it's the flow of the song, and you get to practice it, and as much as you want. And then when
Mhm.
you go on stage, you control the situation by your performance,
Mhm.
but you're not expecting. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. Because
Right.
with jokes, you have to see if they do work.
Mhm.
Because to you, you might be like, "Oh man, that shit was funny as hell," and then you go on stage and then crickets.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of not like newer ones that I like want to work out, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious, and like I've done them, and they're just like, no, she's still mad at him. I'm like, oh, they can tell I still don't like him. Got it. Like it's things like either things like that or just things that are like, no, that's actually cruel. Or that's actually just mean or I don't know. I just didn't like it. And that's okay. You go back, you work on it, and see
Yeah.
if you can figure out something else. Or put it away, save it for later.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing why I love comedy is the
Mhm.
writing.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of writers. Like when someone has a good thing and they boom boom boom, they put it in a way that you're like, oh man, that was so dope. And that's why I like comedy so much. That's actually why I like roast battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I've been watching roast battle for ever. Ever since like Jeff Ross
Mm-hmm.
and and what's his name, Moses.
Oh yeah,
Brian
yeah.
Moses, and then
Mhm.
when they started, I've been watching it since then, and like. And then I saw you, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Like, what? Like, I've reached to a few comedians that have been on there, but like, it's just cool, like like seeing someone that I'm like, hey.
It is fun. I honestly really do like roast battles a lot. And I find that roast battles help me write. Like, it doesn't matter that half of them are like roast jokes. I'm like, it gets me writing. And eventually, if that sparks another idea for something else down the line, that's awesome.
Right.
I've done one unofficial roast battle, which was my best friend's birthday. She turned 31. It was her golden birthday. And for her golden birthday, she's like, I want you all to roast me.
Oh.
And if you are nice, I will cry. And I was like, got it. Cool. Done. No problem.
I got you.
Yeah. So we all got like, that is the last time I got stoned out of my freaking mind, was like her birthday. And I'm not one to do anything, but I was just like, it is your golden birthday. I'm doing this for you. And she's like, I may have overdosed you. And I was like, I knew what I signed up for. Like, it's fine. But yeah, I did a roast battle for her birthday, and I was like, I think you unlocked something. And then I did a few others, a couple in Michigan, one in Rochester, and then I did one recently at Rosemont. So
yeah, that's the one I saw because I was watching
one?
that.
The Rosemont?
Yeah, well, I saw the episode on YouTube because I follow their page, and I watch almost every episode, and then I saw that they had new people, and you were one of the new comedians that I saw, and I'm like, oh snap!
Oh, that is so kind of you to say, because I bombed my ass off at that roast battle. Holy
I know which one you're talking about,
dude.
But that's the good thing about just trying it out and doing it. And how did you like end up at that roast battle?
I asked the person who ran it. I was like, hey, I am like fairly somewhat new or whatever, but I've done roast battles in the past. Would love to be on a roast battle. And I was like, they're like, do you need to know the comic? And I was like, no, as long as I can like research him, which I thought I did, but apparently to me, I'm just like, I feel like I get a lot of my cues from drag queens, which are like way more just inherently kind of mean. And I don't feel like Chicago likes mean. So
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, it depends, you know, like don't you usually exchange like information and things like that? Because
this one we didn't, which is weird. But in other roast battles, I definitely have. Like, we had different sheets, because like this one wasn't a competition. I've been in like different like more like competition roast like category, where it's like, okay, now this
like
round,
a tournament
tournament type style. Thank you. Where like I started with one person, and I'm like, I'm gonna write jokes for this person, and then like, because I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Because when I went out to Rochester, I did not really know anybody, but they were all like, we're gonna write things, and I'm like, okay, cool. So they wrote stuff about themselves, and I actually did a podcast with a dude out there. And I was like, hey, who do I write for? And he was like, I'll give you the tea, no problem. Like, we'll have a side chat. And I was like, awesome, thanks. So I like wrote for that. And I also wrote some like just general ones, because I was like, well, what if so-and-so like does really well and, you know, switches. And
how long do they give you, or how long does it take you to write for someone?
What was the last one? So like, it really just depends. I feel like with the one in Rosemont, I did have trouble writing for, but that was because I don't know. I just couldn't find anything, because sometimes I hook on to something and I'm like, it's this, and I can like kind of spiral and build from there. Yeah. And it was hard for me to find something to like build on, that a lot of people would also understand and relate to the audience, because I was looking at him and I'm like, he looks like a musical theater tenor, but like all the jokes that I have are all theater based, and I'm like, no one's gonna like. I was like, that's too niche. Like, I'm trying to build outward from niche. And I'm like, okay, so what can I do? So, but I would try and go back. It just felt a little bit more messy than the last time.
Yeah.
It really just depends. I think like one time too, I was on a roast battle with my friends back in Michigan, and it was like on Canada Day. So it was like Canada versus like
Oh,
US
okay.
type things because it was in Windsor, and like with that one it was like a day in advance, and I was like, okay, I'll like reuse some, or I'll like write some new ones. Don't make fun of Canadian beer, apparently. Like they did not like that. They're like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I think I said our infrastructure is about as weak as your beer.
Hey,
and they were like, how dare you?
That's
and
a
I was
good
like,
joke.
But I was like, I was making fun of the US, but like,
I mean, you got both of them.
Yeah,
but
so I was like, I got
joke.
both of us, but they were just like,
See, that's what I like.
dare you?
See, that's why, that's the stuff I admire, like good writing like that. Like,
oh, thank you. No, I mean, like, it really just kind of depends. And like, I don't know. It also depends on how well I like know the person too. So with that one, I feel like it was like maybe about a month in advance. And then I was trying to like take maybe a couple weeks here or there to like try and flush out some stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's all like getting that rhythm,
honestly,
getting in there, trying it out, like working it out, you know. It's like, it's all like, it's just like our body, right? Like you have to you have to work your body out. You have to get that movement within yourself. You have to stretch your ligaments. You have to, you know, you have to also stretch your mind while you do that, right? Because without that, like, you're not gonna get that muscle.
Right. And that's kind of like where I'm at. I would love to do another roast battle. I don't know if I'll be asked back since the last time I bombed kind of hard.
I've seen people bomb before and
so
they come back.
Yeah, so I'm like, now that I know that Chicago likes a little bit goofy over incredibly mean, because in Rochester they're
like both. I like
both. Oh, like it's a hot take, but I'm like, I kind of love mean because
Man, I'm telling you, I've been watching like, I love the jokes that like are so fucking well written and they're like mean at the same time, but it's so well written. Even if it's a racist joke, you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, exactly. I do love like a little punchy little silliness. Like I do love a little silliness in there and stuff too. For roast battles, I feel like I personally have a lot of hate to give. So I get to utilize that during the roast battle. But like, it's funny because like, I feel like out in Rochester when I was there, I could have been meaner. Like I could have been way meaner and they would have still been like, this is great. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, different strokes for different folks, you know?
I mean, but you already, at least you know what you got yourself into now. Like, at least now you know
exactly
what works and what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I'm sure once I'm like in the scene a little bit more and once I get to like know people and know more of their material, I'm sure that's like will be the end of it'll, you know, that'll benefit as well. I am just impatient. I was like,
aren't we all, right? Like,
apparently, but I'm just like, let me do it now. So, you know, we'll see. But yeah.
We're gonna have to take a break, and you guys don't be impatient because we're gonna be right back real quick. When we come back, we're gonna talk a little more, and we're gonna get to watch some of her videos.
Oh shit! Okay.
And we're gonna do a freestyle, but we're gonna be right back, and
right on. Oh, you're good.
All right, so we're back. But like I was saying, like you have to be open to be able to be like, you know what, like I see other people. You know what I'm saying? I see their hustle. I see what they're doing. Let's fucking build something. Let's do something.
Or else you get stuck in the same like 4 or 5 people rut or 10 people rut, and I mean that happens a lot in comedy.
With everything, I think.
Yeah. I mean, kind of with everything. I know a lot in comedy too, because I mean, I feel like I come from a couple of different scenes that are like, I see the same 10 people all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. And I'm just like, or my fun thing is I'm like, I want to take the people from all across the different scenes and I want to smack them together and make sure they meet each other. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's like, I want to make sure they know each other.
Like a conduit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I do actually like being a conduit because now that I'm like, to me, I feel like I have 3 different scenes now that I'm a part of, I started in Michigan, so like Detroit, Ann Arbor, that aspect, that area. Honestly, you can claim Michigan as a whole for like comedy in general. Um, Now I live in Chicago and we'll be calling Chicago my scene. And then when I go out and visit family, I'm like, and hi, Denver. Like, so I do the Denver scene as well. So, because like if I'm bored of my family, I'm just like, bye-bye.
That's dope that you say that too, because like, that's how I think about being a conduit. It feels good when you tell someone, hey, check this person out. And then they're like, holy shit, who is that? And then they follow them or do something. You know what I'm saying? Like just right now, behind the scenes, just showed her one of the new songs.
Yeah, it was
from
good.
the album.
It was really good. So,
but you know, the artist that's featuring on that song, like now you know her. You know.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to follow her on her Instagram.
But that's the dope thing, right?
Yeah.
Being a conduit, like meeting someone that actually likes doing that, that's dope.
It's fun. But one of my favorite things is to be like, if I meet someone new and I'm like, okay, let me see how many how many mutuals that we have, like who mutually do we know? And then it's like kind of like, especially now new with comedy, it's like, oh, I wonder how so-and-so knows them. Like one of my friends, my good friends out in the Colorado scene, the first time I met her and we followed each other on Instagram, we were both just like looking through our mutuals and she's just like, how do you know this person? And I was like, how do you know that person? And they're just like, oh, well, this other scene that I was a part of. And it's like, oh, okay. And now we get to like, you know, talk about that. Or it's weird. We're all connected, especially in like an art scene. We're all more connected than we actually think we are.
Right. And I think in life, you have to recognize those things. To recognize that there's value in a real connection, especially with artistry.
Right? Oh yeah, no, 1000%. Like, I don't know. It's like the whole big thing of why I feel like I stuck a lot with comedy is because like you are connecting with an audience and connecting with a certain message and being. I feel like that's the whole idea of like connectivity and being relatable is like genuinely connecting with the audience because the audience knows when you're not being real.
Right.
They'll know. They know. They'll feel it. And
that's the weirdness about this, right? Like you could tell when someone's being.
You can tell when someone's being fake, and it's hard to watch.
That's so true.
But it's hard to watch.
It's sort of like, bro.
It's like just blink twice if you need help, you know? Like, it's okay. Blink twice if you need help.
Let me know.
Yeah, no, literally. It's you can tell. And it's icky, or it's just like, what are you trying? And it's different when you're at open mics and you're like, are they trying to say that? Are they always like that? Because, you know, open mic space is sometimes hard to suss out because you're trying something new sometimes, and it's a little bit more difficult. But, you know, that's why I feel like a lot of comedians are like, they don't count as real people sometimes because we don't feel like real people sometimes. And I mean, there's people out in the different scenes that I know of that I'm like, some of their material, I'm like, how the fuck did you come up with this? This is so not who you are as a person.
Right.
Like, I think some of the most horrendous shit. And then it's like, sweetest person off stage. I'm like,
right. I think that's like, right. I think that like some of the mistakes some comedians make is going for shock value instead of truth.
It's so funny that you say that. Because one of the things I learned in my stand-up class was like, it doesn't like, not that it doesn't matter what you say on stage, but like you can say and figure out a lot of things on stage, but as long as you're telling the truth, it will come across to the audience.
Right. Like,
and that stuck with me.
When
Thanks, Haley.
Shout out.
I do like her. I miss her. But yeah, no, I mean, you do have to be telling your truth.
Right. If it doesn't hold true for some reasons, for the weirdness of whatever this is, they catch on.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I tell you, I left a drill on top of a cabinet and I had already put the ladder away, so because I'm so short to reach up there, I just ended up leaving the drill up there.
I get it. I don't want to take the ladder out either.
But you know what I'm saying? You know, like, okay, but if I tell you, oh yeah, I was at this club and I got all the girls and
it's like, we know you're ugly as fuck. You do not have to lie to us. Stop lying. Already, it's okay. I'm also, you've caught me at a really weird time in my place. There's too many people in my DMs trying shit with me, and I'm like,
that.
mm-mm.
I don't know. Well,
someone gave me their phone number, and I was like, literally, what do I sign him up for? Because it was not good. It was like not a good. It was not a good like. It was not meant with good intentions. I was like, oh, I should sign him up for something. And one of my friends said, Jehovah's Witness, they never leave you alone. And I was like, this
right,
is
they're gonna
good
be at
to
his
know,
house.
man.
They're gonna
knock,
figure.
knock.
No, do what's the other one called? Where people escape from.
Like prison.
No.
Pen pals.
Like the richest people join it sometimes. Scientology.
Oh yeah. Man, I forgot about that good cult too. Okay, you think I would know my cults a little bit better?
I mean,
it's okay.
But that is like that sort of touches on what we were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. Like, if I'm gonna catch someone's attention, I'd rather catch their attention naturally. I'd rather like. Okay, but it took me a long time to recognize that.
Yeah.
But
now
again,
I get it.
I'm not gonna force something and be like, "Hey, here's my phone number. Just call me tomorrow, girl. I got you." You know.
You're underestimating something that is called the male audacity. And there's a lot of it.
Do tell.
Oh, I mean, like. I don't know if there's something like I don't know. It's just,
I mean,
it's not something you can like fully tell, but it's just like every time, I mean, to be completely fair, and I know I'm going to sound like, it's maybe not necessarily feminist, maybe it's a little misandrous, but in all honesty, I'm very tired. I got a couple of DMs where I'm like, I need to buy a gun. Like, I need to go buy a gun in the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago, which is just more difficult than I want it to be.
That's the dynamic of like, I think like being a woman and being a man, right?
Yeah.
Because if you know, if you're a pretty woman, you know, beautiful woman, people are gonna like try to like say whatever they can to you, right? And it's like that's gotta be hard.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Right, because you're very attractive, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, the dynamic of a man. A man is like, he could be the ugliest motherfucker, and he's gonna try to say something to like the most beautiful woman, like, bro.
That's the audacity that you need to live. That is the audacity, and it's like almost like.
But it comes with age, right? Like, well, I mean, not for everyone, because there are some old motherfuckers that don't.
I mean, sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of it's not even like charisma might not be the right word, but it's more the like. I guess it is like oozing charisma, but it's like those same people are like they can sell me a pile of like shit, you know. It's like, you know, almost like a grubby salesman type shit, like MLM.
That is the
grindy kind of way. Like,
we need to like stamp that somewhere. Like, that is the best way to put it.
Yeah,
it's like a salesman that's gonna tell you that the same thing that he's told every fucking customer.
And that's yeah.
And that doesn't ring genuine, right? Like,
no, and that's why it's like sometimes hard where it's like Like, I mean, even doing this, like, to be completely fair, I, like, reached out to a couple people who did the podcast. I was like, they're not weird, right? Like, I was like, because I'm like, they're not weird, right? And they're like, oh, no, they're good people. I'm like, okay, thank God. Because, like, some people were like, you're new to the city. Make sure they're not creepy and run. Like, you know, if you need to run, or you need to look out for people.
Oh
Like,
no.
no, but there's like
That's
totally people like
that's
that. I mean, I was at a mic one time and there's like a heckler who wouldn't shut the fuck up. And to the point where like they went through so many people's things and then they tried something at mine, still wouldn't shut up. And then I was just like, hey, shut the fuck up, you're not helping. And then so many people afterwards were like, oh my God, thank you for telling him to stop. Like, he needed to stop. I was like, he's one of those people where, like, you know, if they don't hear shut the fuck up, they're never going to shut the fuck up. They think they're
yeah,
helping when they're not.
right.
So, like, it's just stuff like that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, like, kind of look
Yeah,
out for that a little bit more so now that I'm in even more so a bigger scene and not just, like,
right.
visiting like I would be Denver or
And
something.
that's the thing too. You have to well, I don't know. It's this whole male female thing that is just
And they
it,
don't have a fighting non-binary either, which is just a shame. And no, I get
I
it.
mean, everything exists in its own realm, but I'm just saying, like the what we're talking about, sort of like the audacity
Oh yeah,
of someone of it's just, bro. If
that's what
someone's
it was.
interested in you, they will let you know.
That's true. And then also like I speak a lot about the audacity, but it's just like where it's just like I don't know how you get on stage, and I'm like, okay, well, if a man could get on stage and talk like straight 4 minutes of dick jokes, I think they can hear something a little bit different for
Hmm.
4 minutes. That's my personal audacity. Like that's my brand of audacity, but like that kind of helps me too. I'm like, would a man do it? Because there's so many times where I've had conversations with femme comedians that were like, I don't know if I can. I'm like, would a man do it?
Right.
Then you should maybe
Well, that's the
like,
thing that's what I like about comedy, right? Because especially roast battle,
mm-hmm.
the best writers, in my opinion, are the women.
Yeah, I
Let's-
mean,
I'm just gonna say it because I've watched enough roast battle
mm-hmm.
where you see women go fucking hard.
Mm-hmm. We have a
And
lot of hate to give. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, at least, I mean, that's me personally, but I feel like there's a lot of pent up rage.
but yeah, right. And you can be meaner because a man's ego is really easy to break
Yeah, I
down.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
I actively did it with my ex-wife, so you know, I got a little bit experience in that situation.
And that's what gives it that little
Yeah.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Yep. Yeah. No, and that's I don't know. Like, how is it? Not to like give away all the female secrets, but like we're femme or that I also am very much like identify as a queer comedian. I identify as bisexual, not to be like that is my one conservative joke of the evening. Be like, I identify as because I feel like that's stupid. But like that's just something that I actively talk about on stage. And like, you know, we've had conversations before where we're like, why is it so hard to watch some people rather than others? And it's just like, well, with the different things of how society I feel like I got a front seat to how watching someone and how society interacts with them because like I married a man, society interacted with them very differently, and now I'll have conversations with my ex-wife about how they're like, did you know the patriarchy did this today, or like I'm getting perceived as this, or have you ever had this happen to you? And I'm like, oh yeah, all the time. And they're like, it's new to them and it's whatever. And it's just so much that like, at least like femme comedians and women comedians, because I'm also a person who I just loved working in a male-dominated field so much that I decided to also do comedy as well. So, like, I'm in multiple male-dominated fields, and it's like when you work in a lot of male-dominated fields, you have to kind of find your voice right away, or else they're going to trample you.
And that's one thing I admired. Like I admire that. Like
Well, thank you.
because you were like, nah, I'm gonna go for this.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, which I should. Because, like, they're not that scary. And honestly, I don't know. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. That's why do we do any sort of art? Because it should be fun. If you're not having fun with it anymore, then we're doing something. We're
why
doing something wrong here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And I think again that's sort of comes with age.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a little young and dumbass, you're gonna do whatever. But little by little, you start recognizing, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to invest my free time or whatever to this. I want to do this
Yeah.
where I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna feel like I always say this. This is how you know you're meant for either a partner or a relationship with a friend, a job, whatever. This is how you know. Do you feel good while you're there? Do you feel bad when it's over?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's for you. If you don't feel good while you're there and you feel good when it's over, then it's not for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, you can apply that to a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, for me, at least I mean, I could apply it to a job, but for me, there's a lot of people who like you used to be able to climb a corporate ladder, and I'm like, I don't know where the ladder is. I don't know where it went. It is not there anymore. So that's the thing I feel like that's hard that's working in corporate because it's like sometimes you're really trying to make me not want to like hate it while I'm there.
Mm,
But then you remember it's just a job and you can leave and be okay.
right.
I feel like that applies a lot more to like relationships and stuff because that makes sense because like
Right.
it's the same thing that we talked about a lot earlier where it's like are you gonna do something about it or are you gonna just let it linger, you know?
And that's when things that's when that flavor because
You're
you
thinking
could
about the
get bad
marination
flavor.
again.
Yeah. You could get good flavor, you could get bad flavor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you don't do anything about it, it just marinates.
Mm-hmm. But like not a good not
And
in
not
a
a
good
good
way.
yeah.
And you get like a stew. Stews are very controversial, you know. Apparently. I don't know. It's not really stew season anymore. It was soup season, which yeah, that was oh my
Yeah.
god, no.
Today was fucking so nice.
Oh my god, it was so my
Oh,
my
man.
dog didn't
I
know
wanted
what
to
the
go
fuck
to
to
the
do.
lake so bad.
My brother is gonna visit me sometime in the summer, and I was like, "We will beach," and he's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "I know how you yearn for a body of water because that's the
Yeah.
thing. They have the mountains out there, but they don't.
No
They don't
water,
have.
no lake or whatever.
I mean, there's lakes, but it's not like it's
Like
not like the
Michigan.
Great
Yeah.
Lakes.
I here and then try to go like catch the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that. Like I go by
No.
myself. Like if someone wants to join me, whatever. But like most
Mhm.
of the times I've gone by myself, and it's just so fucking. You go, you find a dope little spot. Allegedly, you smoke,
Yeah.
and then you just chill back and watch that sunrise. And when you see it come up, you're like, you know what? Things are gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's why Detroit has Belle Isle
Mm,
because that's what a lot of people do on like the river and stuff.
right.
But you didn't hear that from me. But yeah, no, I get it. feel like that way. That's why I try and like go hiking and stuff when I can.
Right.
Because like there is a thing about like going out and
Because
literally touch grass, but like
I think we belong in nature. There's something about like when I put my phone down and I'm walking in the forest or just taking a walk or run, whatever it is, go by, see the river or some shit. I just feel good. I feel good about it. It's like a good experience.
Yeah. No, I get it. I really do like the mountains. I really do like, I mean, I've been to a lot of national parks. I do like hiking. I just haven't done it in so long. It's nuts. And then especially when I go to like Colorado, I'll like bring my hiking boots sometimes.
Do you
and
take
then
your dog with you sometimes?
No, I've never taken him.
probably
I
love
don't
it.
drive out there that way.
Man.
Because I refuse to drive through Nebraska again.
I gotta meet that dog one day.
Yeah, you will. He's so sweet.
He's so cool, man. I seen
so-
him on your stories here and then, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, that guy looks like he belongs in a movie or something.
He is. There is a movie, The Shaggy Dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
Shaggy
Like,
Dog, yeah. Though I can't watch it. I need to watch it like with him because I tried to watch it when he wasn't here.
Like,
And I was
hey,
just
look,
like,
that's
"He's
you
not
right
here."
there.
And I know he's not here. I'll be like, "Oh my god, it's you, buddy!" Because like that's how I talk to my dog.
It's like
full
a weird
disclosure.
connection with dogs, right? Like, man, I don't know. Like, they just become like family. They're so like, they could literally be a human.
No, I mean like there's a reason why my ex and I are like splitting custody of the dog.
Oh wow.
Literally, I'm that kind of guy. Yeah, like we are a month on, month off type of situation right now. Yeah. So yeah, that's literally where I'm at with that. So I'm just like, well, it's just that's just how it is. Cause I'm like, well, when I realized I was gonna move, I'm like, she was like, "Oh my god, she's gonna take the dog," and I was like, "Oh my god, he's never been a city boy. I'm gonna have to leave the dog." So we were both just like
city boy.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I don't know if he's gonna like the city. Michigan and like openness and fields is like all he's
Totally different.
known.
Right.
And like now I'm like, walk, and he'll be like, "Yeah, why didn't we go on one like 20 minutes ago? On one on every hour, Mom. Like, what the fuck?"
You sort of know what they're saying too, right?
A little bit, yeah. That's what that's the general vibe that I get from my dog. Whether or not that's the truth, I don't know. That, and I am going to be that annoying white lady because I found out there's a couple mics that are like dog friendly, and I didn't know it at the time. But like when I knew, I saw signs and I was like, great, I'll bring him. Totally fine. And then there's another where I asked for like a reserve because I was like, I'm like, I'll be there. I just like gotta walk my dog first. I'm like, unless it's dog friendly, I'll bring him. And then they're like, yeah, it's dog friendly. I'm like, this changes everything because they're in walking distance. If it's in walking distance and I can
that's even better, right?
Like literally, because I don't have to, I mean, like, yeah, I can put him in the car and then like find a spot and like bring him. But like if he's in walking distance, he gets a big walk and I get a little bit more exercise and I get to do my thing, and then we get to walk home.
And
it's like a win-win-win-win-win.
Right, everything, the whole way for you and him, and I don't know. I think dogs love just fucking.
He also is a little attention whore. He loves the attention. He really does. He's a very good boy, but he also really does like the attention. He's like, everybody's gonna pet me. I'm like, yeah, because you're adorable.
Right,
you're adorable and you're fluffy. They do want to pet you.
That's the main point. Like,
although even though he is adorable, he does scare some people because he is big.
Because he's huge. I mean, I don't know. If I would see him, I don't think I would be scared. I'd just be like, whoa, look at that big ass dog, but he looks dope. Like, because he's, he's fluffy.
It's the
like,
fluff. He's
do you take him to like a groomer or something?
Oh god, in the city, I haven't found one yet because all of them are at least $200 and I want to cry. There's one that we have in Michigan that does it, but like it's so cheap. It's like $80 and then we tip on top of that. So it's like $100 for the whole thing. I'm like, I'm never going to beat that. I have given him a bath myself. He probably is overdue for one. The one thing I did like usually spend like an hour or two brushing him like once a week. He hates being well, right now he's rocking his like winter coat, so he's a little extra fluffy. But with summer kind of spring coming up, he'll get a summer cut, as we call it. So it'll be a little shorter, so that way he's not overheating. Yeah. He's a little puppy. He's my
So
baby.
we're gonna do a quick break, and we're gonna do these videos right now. And I've been having so much fun with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's just all of me.
So we're back. Been having so much fun talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a pleasure. Just like, getting to know you. Like,
It's so chill.
Like I said, just I admire what you do, and like,
thanks.
It's just been like, well, I get to meet you. Like, okay, cool. And,
Hell yeah, no, I'm on board.
It's been a great experience. Like, talking to you. So we're about to watch one of the videos.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check it out, you could actually go to her page on YouTube. What's the handle on YouTube?
My YouTube is Alice Marie Rose, but in full disclosure, I don't necessarily post on YouTube a ton. But if you want to look at my website, which is aliceduhon.com, or I feel like Instagram or TikTok is where I'm most up to date. All the same handle, Alice Marie Rose.
And I'll try to put a link on the video, whatever, so you can just go straight to YouTube.
Good.
And you guys could check this out on YouTube. We're gonna check out some of her stuff, and I hope you guys like it. And thank you so much.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing tonight? I love asking that question, even though I know half the crowd's going through shit. I know we were a lot of couples tonight, but is anyone else out there single? All right, yeah, I know. I am also single, and they learn things about me out there, and then it makes its way into the bedroom for some reason. Like, they learn I'm a dancer, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, you're a dancer? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you should dance for me. I'm like, okay. Exactly, because you said tap dancing was not sexy. I know. I am, it's reiterating, I am single and it's getting weird in my DMs. Yeah, I post a lot of like outfit pictures and stuff. It's fun. But sometimes people take it the wrong way. It's usually for the girls, but the guys think they have a chance. And with that, someone slid up and said, you look seasoned and succulent. Oh. Yeah, I have never felt more like a rotisserie chicken in my entire life. Okay, like I guess they do want to like
true story.
Carve their bare hands into me and like eat me over the sink with like boy dinner and stuff. Or like,
the funniest thing is I can hear my dad's laughing at this because my parents were in the audience.
This is wonderful news for me. Yeah, actually, it's a little nuts. There is like one good thing about like apps and stuff out there, and that is you do learn some good things. Like I was bullied in high school. I was called Thunder Thighs. I know, it sucked, but you know what? I learned now everyone wants to die in them. Yeah, so anyway, they are all dead now. I don't know.
The funniest thing though, the guy who called me that is actually dead.
I'm guilty, actually. I mean Catholic. Yeah. Yeah, third generation Eastern European kind of does that to you. I'm a Chicago white, half Polish, half Slovak. Yeah, exactly, you get it. I was actually right. No, I was actually so Catholic I got married in the Catholic Church, right? I know one couple here did, but anybody else?
Actually, two couples, because it was
my
former in-laws were there in the crowd too.
Anyone give it up for Catholicism?
We're all still very
Even the ones married in the church aren't so sure. But I want to commend them because they had their first gay wedding. Yeah, you think about it. It was mine. But like my partner transitioned. Yeah, like they may not have known it at the time. I'm not saying they knew it, I'm just saying they did it anyway. Like it was all a secret. But don't worry, I do wish my ex-wife nothing but happiness, even if I was let down in every single pronoun.
I like that one because when I told that one in front of Jackie Cation, she also thought it was hilarious, and I was like, I'm gonna hold on to that forever.
No, don't worry, in true queer fashion, we are still friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'll be 3
Honestly,
years in April.
People, you have to start asking yourself like a ton of
thank
questions
you.
when your partner comes out, because there's no real guidebook for it. Like, you have to start thinking about some really serious questions, like, can I fuck her mom? Well, here's the thing, you already kind of knew that he was gonna look like his dad, right? Like, but now, she's about to look like her mom. And that's just the funniest way to find out you're bisexual. I know, it's kind of nuts though. They do say there are no winners or losers in divorce, and that's, fine, that's true. But, there are people who get the house and the dog, and maybe screw the best friend. So like what I'm trying to say is I'm 3 for 3. Thank you. Yeah, I do believe in women in male fields. Yeah. I really do. I'm very much a supporter of that. In complete honesty. I will say though, I with all of that, I am the product of 2 parrot heads. So that just means I like a good cult. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm like maybe about to get into, all I need you to do, because this is a great audience right now. We like audience participation in this room, right? Okay, so if you don't know what I'm about to do, all I need you all to do is chant salt, 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 okay? Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Laugh in the background. He's just like,
Right, here we go, ready? Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Salt, salt, salt. Beautiful, thank you guys so much. You are all now part of the cult of Jimmy Buffett. Congratulations. Yes, 5 people did personally reach out to me when he died, But you know what? He's in that Margaritaville of the sky, and I'm here with you all, and his frozen concoction helps me. Hang on. Okay, hang on. That's the next part of your initiation. Come on, guys. Let's get it together. It's okay. He did not, whatever you think about Jimmy Buffett, he didn't die for you to be sober. Okay? So, pour one out for him. My mom actually is here tonight. I won't point her out. But I do think she's still a cult member. Not because of the Jimmy Buffett thing, but simply because she is a Kohl's shopper.
it's true. True story.
So exactly. So I just think he'll do anything for some Kohl's cash. I don't know about any of you, but my childhood was personally spent in a Kohl's dressing room, literally fluorescent lights up overhead, and she's over here like, why don't you try this one on? Why don't you try this one on? Why don't you try this one on? I'm like, I don't know if I could do this, Mom. And you're like fighting your dysmorphia in the mirror, and Tasha Bedingfield's up there trying to help you. She's like, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. She's like, if you get this, I get $5 more in Kohl's cash. And she's like, I gotta buy gotchis. And I'm like, I don't know what gotchis is. It's Polish, it's fine, look it up. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is thank you, Kohl's, for covering my college tuition. Yes, exactly.
It's funny because after she did that, she was just like, you should call me more for more material.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
okay,
it's
Mom.
a little bit insane. So, another fun fact too is I think the kind of car you drive says a lot about you.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So yeah, so I mean it's a city, so I know some people take the CTA and it's fine, but if you drive a BMW, I know you're an asshole. And if you have a Jeep, I know you probably have a death wish, or have a rubber ducky collection that's also wishing you a death wish. And if you drive a Tesla, we know you have more money than sense, right? Right. Oh, fighting words in Chicago, pulling back from me on Tesla.
True,
Okay.
I do see one too many Teslas around.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I don't like
exactly. The thing about Teslas is
I literally did see one on my way here. It was a fun time.
Did you guys know, fun fact, that you cannot take those things through the car wash? What? Yeah, because it's the stainless steel, it'll rust. Yeah, so I know, educational today. I know where we're doing this here. But, I think it's fair, because if they can't get their car wet, they probably can't get their partner wet either. Exactly. But the thing about all of that is I think we're missing a small subset, a group of cars that are actually the craziest, though. It's a Kia Soul. Yeah, Kia Soul. Think about it. It was the hamsters. Hamsters, remember? You remember that commercial? You could get with this, or you could get with that. Yeah, exactly.
I truly believe that shit.
I'm gonna market these things with hamsters. And they did not know that every single American has some sort of fucked up hamster story. No, I used to work in automotive because I have a musical degree naturally. And,
I used to work with Kia Soul owners because I used to work at Hyundai.
Because I had to work with them, they said some crazy shit. Like, oh my God, don't give me a car with lane assist who uses turn signals. Okay?
Those are actual things that customers did say to us.
Or,
that's how you know.
Don't really wear
It's good. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't make this shit up.
I did not
The
ask.
truth is
No, it wasn't any. If it wasn't any of that, it was what we found. I don't think you guys will be able to top what we think. Like, whatever you're thinking in your head, leave it. We found cremated remains. Yeah. Wow. I know.
That's a
Someone
true
just
story.
was like, you know what? The final resting place is the back of a Kia Soul. I didn't question it. I want to leave you all with something very controversial. Okay, I think, or we can be ready for this. Think about it, follow with me. I think we can be nicer to Ohio. I know it's a big ass, but think about it. Ohio has been bullied into submission. Yes, exactly. You think about Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they're like, oh my God, that's so Ohio. And you're like, it's bad. I get it, right? So now we collectively as a nation need a new state to bully, right? Okay, Indiana is right there.
What I didn't realize with this joke is just how many people in Illinois truly hate Indiana.
I will tell you, don't worry. It is Albany's gummy bears.
Yeah!
Yes! All right, Eugene V. Dubs. Google this man. Okay, guys, usually that should get an applause. And literally, but Google him. And anyone who got out. Yeah, we're making that same traumatized eye contact, and we're like, are we children of the corn? And you're like, yes, I guess we are. Think about that. I should give Indiana a little bit more credit. They have more than corn. They also have meth.
They have a lot of meth. I've been to Terre Haute.
That was dope.
Yeah, that's Sunday Best. It was a fun show. But
That was dope.
yeah. No, that was one of my more recent, and that was, I don't know, super fun. That's, you just work on the same shit, and it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that was. You guys gotta check out. Go to her page. Come on, man. I want you guys to go like blow her shit out. Like she's funny as fuck.
Thanks.
That was dope. So yeah, see, that's what I mean though. That the truth always.
Yeah, no, sometimes truth is funnier than fiction, as funny as fiction. And I mean, like, yeah, not everything's a 1-for-1, but then I'm like, you just got to figure out, well, someone said this that was like hella funny and they don't even realize it. And it's like, okay, how can I fit that in?
And I like your presence on stage.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm telling you, you're loosey goosey. You're up there. You're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just adds to and it's like what makes it more admirable is just that you haven't been doing it for so long.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that have been doing it for like 7 years and their presence is still not there.
Yeah, it's I don't. Whatever amount of what you put in is what you get out. Especially with comedy, and honestly, especially with like anything you want to do and pursue, what you put in is what you put out.
Right. With
or what you get out. Yeah, but it is with everything. But like, genuinely,
Right.
you gotta work.
Gotta work.
Gotta work at it.
You can't just be like, well, I'm gonna be a comedian and that's it. Like, nah, you
gotta work at it.
Bunch of fucking open mics. You gotta work on.
Yeah, not to be Kim Kardashian about it, but she's like, no one wants to get up and work anymore, and I hate that. But it's like,
I like how you do. I like how you do the accents.
I want to. Sometimes I feel like I'm too online. Sometimes, but like, I mean, yeah. Sometimes I feel like some comedians just want to be like, I've been told I'm funny, and they don't realize once they get on stage, it changes everything.
That's why comedy and things like that, they're not. It looks easy.
Yeah.
But no, it's a lot of hard work, and
yeah.
That's what I admire about people like you. You know, it's just like getting to know, like, okay, you know, here's a real person before me doing some dope ass shit.
Hell yeah.
And you know, so that was dope. And I just want to like thank you so much for like coming through.
Yeah, no worries.
I really
thank you so much for having me
it.
on.
This was so fucking fun. It was really cool talking to you, checking your stuff out. But before every podcast, I do a freestyle. So
okay. Am I gonna have to like Lin-Manuel Miranda this shit?
Hey, if you want to do something, you can. You don't have to.
I'll do my best. I'll yes and it.
And, but you will have to start, and I'm gonna finish it.
I start?
Yeah.
What do I even start? What's the topic?
Anything. It's just a freestyle.
I've never done this before.
All right, so I'm gonna put a random beat, and here we go.
Thank you for watching. My name is Alice, and this is the podcast. I am not Lin-Manuel Miranda, but I'm trying to freestyle, and this is how I learned it. And I can't help but think about how I am trying to not sing the song, but I'm kind of singing, and I know this isn't rap. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This was a fun episode, but that's because she's funny, no wonder, yo. But that's how I got to flow. You got to understand. I'm chilling with Alice, about to go to Wonderland. Yeah. Let me just chill. You know that this takes a lot of skills. You gotta get on stage and gotta drill. You gotta get on stage and gotta drill. Let me see, man, are you really, really real? Or are you just being fake? You're trying to fucking create something that you're not. But this is how it is, this is how it drops. Yo, it don't matter if she's hot, but she still gotta do this like I'm like Confucius. Ayy, let me just go back to the days where it used to be easy. Yo, I was easy. I'm just dealing with this thing that I'm drilling. Anyway, yo, let me say this one thing. I don't know, but I don't really sing. This was fun, and I had a lot of things insane in this thing. I don't know, but yo, I just hang. I had a lot of fun, and I hope it was mutual. Don't hit her up on her DM just cause she's beautiful. Anyway, see y'all on the next one. That's how it is, that's that last one. P.O.T Podcast, that's how we end the sun.
Bye.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God, thank you.
It was so fun having you and meeting you.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was awesome. And it was cool to just like sit down and chat about comedy, about what art, and just like, I don't know, just hang. It's fun.
So any last words?
Follow me on social medias if you want. Make good choices or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
And what I want y'all to do is spread love, and most of all, love each other, y'all.
Nice.